8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Got me up the coast, boy. Wanna hear the ocean roar crash over me. Then ride it home, dance it up in moonlight. Hold me tight and don't let go. Watch over me. We are all stardust, stardust, stardust. Left behind, left to find one another, face the sun, fear no one, 'cause we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all one, we are all. Lift me up, yeah, moonchild, put me into overflow. Superstar.
Hey everybody! So I just got done watching part of Smiley's. I would have been live like a lot earlier, but I've had a really crazy day so far, just like nonstop. And I woke up kind of late because I was up very late making content on my website and stuff. So yeah. You know what's really, really strange is I wish I would have I did have it recorded, but I deleted it because I was gonna post it, and it was a reading on the court hearing I had done before I went live last night on Empress Ziggy, and I kept getting a female with Candace, and I was like, surely Robin's not going to try to get the boys. And I might have even said that in my live last night too, and when I was doing the reading, not this channel, but Empress Ziggy, because I knew something was wrong. I knew something would come up. I saw it in the cards, but it just did not look right. So this is very strange. Like, I don't know. It's a weird feeling. That what I don't understand is why now? Why wait 2 years when the boys have settled and stuff to try to be a hero and take them in? Shouldn't that have been something you did a long time ago? From what I heard, from what I was told early on, nobody in the family could take the boys, and that nobody from the church wanted to do it. But now all of a sudden, here's Robin trying to, after they're settled in a home, Hey everybody, sorry I didn't say like hi or whatever. I'm reading your guys' comments real quick. Yeah, so those who don't know or haven't heard yet, supposedly Robin went to court with the Wells today and was prepared to take in the boys as a last-ditch effort to try to save them from being taken. But unfortunately, now this is all rumors or all hearsay. Of course, like we don't have absolute proof of this, but this is the word on the street. And of course, for some freaking reason, they weren't prepared. The county wasn't even prepared for today's trial or today's hearing. Did not have anything freaking lined up. Even knowing this judge was a previous representative, represented the Wells at one point in family court, or was they actually represented the boys, I believe. But anyways, they knew there was a conflict of interest already coming. Why was nothing? I don't understand. This has been going on for over 2 years. Or maybe it's not over 2 years, but it's almost 2 years exactly. They won't get the boys back, but I just don't believe that they'll get the boys back. But I think it's actually I think it's disgusting of Robin. I know she thinks she's probably doing something good, but the thing is, if that is something that I wouldn't been so pissed if this was something done, very early on, but why? Thank God. Well, supposedly the judge couldn't even rule on the case because there's conflict of interest. And somehow, this Robin's request was denied, but I don't know the details behind that, whether she gets another opportunity in front of another judge. Like, is it denied for now? Just because, the sitting judge currently is a conflict of interest. So does her ruling count as far as with Robin, or will that be redetermined at a later date? That's the only thing I'm concerned about. Surely they won't give them to Robin, and pull them out of that. That is just so messed up, dude. They will have to find 30, 60, 90 days for the foster family to adopt. They plan this to prolong the case. Did they have to do a drug test today? I don't know. Well, you guys is oh yeah. Yes, that's very true. Jeff Bobo is buddies with Ronnie Lawson, and very much so. I know this for not just from, by guessing. I know this from talking to locals and stuff, and also what we witnessed with Brandon Lawson when he was arrested, and all of a sudden, comments were turned off on the Rogersville Review for just Brandon Lawson's story. That was done at the request of Ronnie Lawson, according to what I heard from Chad Arnold's mother. Jason Arnold's mother, when I was there last, I talked to her, and she told me that she was trying to get a story ran again on her son who was murdered, and guess what Jeff Bobo told her? I have this on recording too, guys, if you guys want to hear this. I've never played it because I didn't think it was really relevant. Really, there was nothing much that we, that I thought that anybody would be interested in the conversation with her. But I still do have it somewhere. But she literally went to Jeff Bobo and asked him to run another story on her son, Jason Arnold, who was killed and a few years back. And then they found his skull. I'm sorry, I can't ever say that word right. I say it always wrong. They found his skull on his property in the backyard like a year later. Like, it doesn't even make sense. But guess what he said? Oh, I'm going to have to ask Ronnie Lawson. We're going to have to run it by Ronnie Lawson. Never heard from Jeff Bobo again. Pathetic. They won't pull them out of the family there. Yes, they do want to adopt. I unfortunately Cher screwed it up early on, but I'll say it now because it's been over with for a very long time. I was talking to a friend of the foster family for a long time, and Cher's dumbass fucking screwed it up like an idiot. But yes, I've known that they've been wanting to adopt the boys since very early on. So that's the good thing, that they're willing to fight for the boys. But I just don't understand why they have to cause this extra stress. I know. Don't believe anything until I hear more when I'm covering shit for people. Well, I've heard this. Justin, I heard this before I even knew Smiley was live. So I don't know. I'm sure there's got to be some kind of truth to it. And I'll tell you, I swear, and I know people are going to think I'm crazy. I don't even give a fuck. I seriously don't. But I swear on everything I love, I saw, I kept getting another woman in the midst of all this custody battle. And it makes perfect. I even said, is Robin trying to get the boys? I said this yesterday. I was like, surely not. Because think about it. Now they're desperate. They're trying, these last ditch efforts. So even without cards, I guess we could probably have figured out that that might be a possibility. Did you hear me say something about, is Robin trying to, I'm trying to remember if I said that on a live and on my channel or not. I know I freaking said it, but I don't know if I said it on a live. I would love to find that if anybody knows where I might have said it, because I swear I mentioned it. It's not that big a deal, but it'd be interesting because it'd be like, I don't know, it would just be creepy. Boys would be in danger if they yeah, because because she's gonna give the Wells access to the boys. Sound is silent. She can't decide when to take the boys. They're settled now. It's not up to her. Sorry, but about hard times, but they couldn't wait for her to get better. Agent Durant. Why does that name sound familiar? Oh, because it's on the Summer Wells case. That's a cool picture, Alicia. What about saying all these posts about the boys and lost his son to governor? That's what's going to, I'm telling, they won't do it. There's no way. I don't believe that they're going to. I think the state is being very careful because they don't want some lawsuit. They know there's a lot of eyes on this case. But, I don't believe that they'll ever get the boys back. And I don't believe Rob won't get them. What they're doing is just prolonging the inevitable, which is the boy or the foster family getting custody. If they take the boys out of that foster family, there would be so much freaking uproar, and oh my God, people would, there's And if they did something like that, it wouldn't last, because it would be just a matter of time that they were breaking some kind of rule or law. Because if the Wells aren't supposed to have contact with them, Robin's going to let him have contact. Which I'm not trying to be like, oh, they shouldn't. I don't think they should see him right now and at all, because they don't have their shit together. I'm not hateful and be like, oh, never see your kids again. But right now it's in the best interest of the children. Sometimes we have to sacrifice for people that we truly love. God. I just don't get it. Any news on the remains found 30 minutes from Ben Hill? No. Cops will be right back on 110. The community will raise hell if the boys are returned. Yeah, it wouldn't. I just feel like my intuition is telling me that they're afraid of a lawsuit. And so they want to be extra careful. And, plus I feel like in a way, I don't think they'll get, I just don't believe they have a chance of getting the boys back. I don't think the courts feel that they have a chance. They're just prolonging the inevitable. I don't understand why they didn't have something planned for this situation when we've known for a little bit now that the sitting judge is, a conflict of interest in this case. Yeah, they didn't even do any visitation. I guarantee they're not. I think that was really Robin's going to get a lot of hate for that. Was not a smart move. I have Linda, and I was feeling more so like she was really trying to. I didn't ever get that she was involved in anything like, to do with Summer's disappearance or anything like that. I felt like that she really thought she was doing the Christian thing, but I don't know. I might have to do another reading. I've only done a reading on her like once or something, because I've never looked at her much as a suspect. But, now does it make me more suspicious of her? Maybe a little bit more of the church, because it's like, what are they trying to do? Are you trying to just keep the boys tied to that church, or what's really going on here? Somebody texted me, asked if I saw what Dawn B upload. Candace admits she covered for Dawn many times. Okay, I'll pull that up here in a second. Let's see here. It's absolutely ridiculous. I knew something was freaking gonna. I just knew it. God. All right. Let's look at Dawn B and see what people are talking about. It's only a minute long. Locals, yeah, people would be flying in by the droves to protest that shit. That's not happening. So, Tim Mullins, you can, take that freaking dumbass smile off your face, because it's not going to happen. There's just no way.
So is he telling his foster family this stuff?
He told his caseworker that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's not good.
Right. So, like, I have to fight against that and prove that it's not me. And, like, I've already proved that I wasn't stealing over in Hamlin County.
Oh, yeah. That was crazy. That was insane.
So, like, I have to be like this giddy poo parent, and Donnie gets to do whatever he wants to do, kind of thing.
Well, that's not how it's supposed to be at all.
But see, a lot of people, what a lot of people don't know, because I haven't told a lot of people, that when Donnie and me and the kids and all were here, when Summer was here, see, I've protected Donnie a lot.
Yeah, you protected him. You freaking lied for him is what you really mean. You didn't protect him. You're enabling him if you're doing that. That is not protecting. Ah. Roman has no business with these boys. Why can't the boys stay where they are, right? People yakking all over YouTube how they lost the boys. They have been claiming this for a year now. They are not going to permanently take those boys, or they would have. You don't think they're going to take the boys? I think people are saying like that they've lost the boys because it just seems so obvious to us. Like that they have no chance. That's why it would be absolutely shocking and people would go crazy if they got the boys back, because it just doesn't seem possible, because they haven't. I mean, what we've witnessed over the last 2 years. Okay, I was like, I didn't. You think they're covering for the Wells? The court is? But like that would be way too obvious if they got the Wells back, or the boys back. I'm sorry. That would be way too obvious if the Wells got the boys back. People, I mean, oh, I do believe that that's possible. I do believe that is very, very, very possible. But I think like something about it, would they give the boys back? I mean, there would be if people would go. I just don't see how that would go over well. People would go insane and would not quit. Like, can you imagine even how the community here on YouTube would be, and how many? I mean, look at Smiley. She's not gonna stop anytime soon. Like fighting for what's right for the boys. So imagine how many more like her are out there. I know, it is weird. I agree, Alicia, I do. Yeah, I agree, Randaroo. I just don't believe so either, but from what I am understanding, Canadian, yeah, that was word on the street, and that's what I was hearing from the lady I was talking to at one time. who's a friend of the foster family. But I haven't talked to her since whenever that incident happened where Cher started, like, leaked her number to everybody and had everybody, like, stalk her and harass her. Like, that's such a great idea, Cher. Genius. You are such a fucking genius. Good person you are. Because she was like, oh, that's got to be the CPS person. That's the CPS leak lady. No, it fucking wasn't. God, you're stupid. We would have had a really good source for what the hell is going on. How, they're, the foster family's, like, viewpoint and stuff. But no, if Cher doesn't get the info, nobody does. Yeah, there was court today, but it didn't go as planned. Well, it kind of did go as planned because people were worried, that the judge was that there would be a conflict of interest because the judge represented the Wells boys at one time, I guess, or something. And for some reason, they didn't have anything worked out before court for that situation, and they are now continuing it now to January. So 3 more months of, torture for the boys and the foster family. Stress, fear, worried, afraid that they're going to have to go back to that nightmare, that they're going to be pulled out of what they've known for 2 years and what they're now accustomed to go back to absolute squalor and have nothing, to alcohol parents that drink every night and make a fucking fool of themselves on YouTube. Those parents get the boys back, or if they even go back to the church, the Robin or somebody from the church, yeah, there's going to be, that won't go well at all. It just doesn't make sense. Well, at least we can call Cow Lady out for a liar because she said there was absolutely no court today. Wow. Oh, I think so too. Karma is queen. That's what. But from what I hear, I don't know, depending on the states, I don't know what Tennessee law is. Some states, like, you have to be, I think the kid has to be 14 in order to be able to decide where they want to live, or their opinion to really take a lot of weight. But I don't know. I don't know how it is in Tennessee if they have to be a certain age. I don't think any of the boys are 14 yet. I don't think the oldest is 14 quite yet, is he? Either way, the oldest, from what I hear, is separated from the other two for now. So, or was, but, like, there's another thing we won't know for sure. Or at least I won't, because I don't have access to that source anymore. $12 in Tennessee. Smiley did call Don's probation officer and told him. He kind of chuckled. Wow. Like in what way? What part did he? I'm sure his probation officer knows that Don, how ridiculous Don is. He shouldn't be able to do that at all. Should be a violation of the gag order. Because that's like Tim getting a message to the boys for Don and Candace. He's not supposed to be freaking doing that. He can try to say it's not, him sending messages to the boys, but it is when you are literally, making a post with Josie in the picture, and then in the description you say, Josie, if you ever read this, or if you boys ever read this, you're totally sending messages. That's not allowed. Why is this shit going on? I don't know where it originally came from, why crime, but I'm hearing it from everywhere. Oh, being drunk and using it as. Yeah, I don't. Is he allowed to drink on his probation? I mean, I wouldn't think so, because here in Indiana, if your crime had anything to do with alcohol or drugs, then you are not allowed to drink even on probation. So can't we just send in his drunken rampages on YouTube? I would think so too, Ladybug, but I bet at school they could they could probably use their friends' like phones and stuff, or how old's the middle boy now? The oldest one's might be separated from the other two, and he probably doesn't have access to the internet where he's been at, but the middle boy he's getting to an age where soon he'll be very curious about electronics and the internet. And would you mind read the yeah, I am reading them, and I'm putting on the screen. But yeah, Tim Owens is making this case a laughing stock, in my opinion, and he needs to be stopped. I would not be surprised if Tim brought the booze for the Wells the night before the court case. Yeah, because, the way Tim's logic goes, oh, well, you'd be drunk too if your kids were taken. Well, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't live through it, but they've been, this is 2 years now. There's at some point you have to continue. You have you have 3 boys that you could have used for encouragement to get better, but nope. Sorry about that. My internet came unplugged from the laptop for a second. I don't know why she would have. I don't understand. I mean, I thought it was a Christian thing, like, oh, like, and that's why I kind of how I looked at her and Tim Mullins, that they thought they were doing the Christian thing, you know, because the Bible says to take care of those who are in prison and homeless, stuff like that. I mean, because Paul, who wrote most of a lot of the many books in the Bible, was in prison for murder himself. So, yeah. Sometimes Christians, if you're a true Christian, you're supposed to be not judge and take care of people in those times of need, and it's up to God to judge. We don't decide if, you know, we're not supposed to just be the ones to decide, like, to judge them about the situation, but whatever. So that's why that's what I figured Tim and Robin were doing. But I mean, at this, you can't enable though. I mean, and also, what about the boys? Are they not thinking about what the boys want and their livelihood? Do they really think it's best for the boys to go back to that? That just seems unreal to me. I want to shut the boys up, yeah. Absolutely agree. I got some new cards today to show you guys on my other channel that are really awesome. They're for crime too. Somebody sent me them. They're really awesome. The boys are finally learning what a real home is and probably afraid to go back. Yeah. They finally, or the boys have had to deal with this for 2 years. They're probably finally getting, you know, got to a place where they're comfortable where they are. They've have dealt with the trauma of the situation and been talking with counselors and, you know, made friends and are in a real family environment. Now they want to just shake things. Why? Even though it seems absolutely impossible that the boys could go back to the wells, why cause all this extra chaos and confusion for the boys and fear? And because I remember being a kid, and trust and believe their thought processes are not the same, and they, you know, you get your littlest things you'll sit there and dwell on, and you won't be able to sleep. Can you imagine the nightmares and the fears the boys have of going back to around that area or back to the wells? That would be the biggest injustice I've ever seen, ever, if the boys go back. Seriously, I can't think of any absolute it'd be up there. It would be up there for sure. I wonder how Robin's husband feels about her doing such a thing. Oh my gosh, that was real bad. Anxiety, constantly worrying nonstop. Like, that's kind of the thing. It's been such a, somehow I've outgrown that. Because of trauma, I've learned how to not worry as much. Yeah, Salvation Army though, Paige, is like very, you might as well buy things new these days. They're, and then you don't know if they have bed bugs. But some of the stuff, yeah, the stuff, they still charge way too much. And I know it's okay I'm not saying like some kids, it's not just living in squalor. There's obviously other things going on, you know? We could go on and on. Hey, Whistle. I agree, Dee Dee. Robin should not have interfered with any part of this. Robin's husband is probably one of the higher ups. That's why you don't see or hear from him, in my opinion. What's he do for a living? Does anybody know? I thought he was just kind of like a blue-collar worker. Hey, Luminous. Especially if I was staying Friday night with a friend, my mind would just run all night long, no sleep. Thank God I grew out of that. But then I don't have that kind of energy anymore, right? I know, that is weird. Maybe she just came from, maybe she didn't, no, she did know them a little bit because we have seen the church videos. So we do know she did have a friendship with them and knew Summer. But they were kind of new to that church. They hadn't even been at that church for a year when Summer went missing, from what I'm understanding. Had they? Does anybody remember? Oh, really? I mean, maybe because they could do whatever they want over at the Wells, pretty much. But I'm sure they're scared. Who knows what they're thinking with their sister missing and what they've witnessed with they're probably thinking their parents are going to do the same thing to them. Sorry, 1 second. I'm reading a text. Somebody was texting me and saying we don't have absolute proof yet at all, but it's just a rumor about what happened in court today. So let's maybe that would be awesome if it weren't true, but I have a really good feel. I have a really good or bad feeling that it's true about the Robin thing for sure. And it makes sense about the judge continuing it but it should have been dealt with in advance. They should have had a plan as long as this has been going on. This is absolutely ridiculous. I guess from what I'm hearing, supposedly, I guess it was, from what I'm hearing, it was that the Crime Lines and Lies channel, who had mentioned something earlier this morning or earlier today about it. And I guess that's supposedly where it was first heard. But people are people are going to find out, though. Trust and believe, it'll be any minute now, I'm sure. People are trying to get a hold of the people who are close to the Wells, or I know, exactly. Why don't they move the court? They should have already had them all prepared and everything. From was there for the Wells, then bet Tim M was there. Yeah, probably. Are those court hearings closed in family court? I'm guessing they are, right? Thank you. For the Cash App. Thank you so much. The person who just sent 5 on Cash App. I got 5 on it. New judge in time was needed to go over the case completely, and yes, they are closed. Well, the new judge is their previous lawyer is a problem. Where are you from? And that's why there's a conflict of interest. But even with that, yeah, that's another thing too. The judge isn't going to know much about the case, but seeing as if it's been going on for 2 years, and the fact that she was a lawyer for him, she knows a lot more than most. And so that's why it's a conflict of interest. Has to be on court record. Why couldn't? But they could file something with the court in advance. I mean, prosecutors, like DAs and judges and attorneys all talk behind the scenes all the time. That's the benefit of having a lawyer, especially a paid lawyer. You can contact, because a lot of times they're friends with the district attorney and the judge, and they contact. A lot of times these lawyers can ask the judge, stuff when they go into court for another case. Like after, what the heck? Aww. Thank you so much, Vixen 2. Hold on, let me check my camera. I just heard something that sounded like a knock, but no, nobody's there. Thank you, fixing to. She said prayers for the boys. Prayers for the boys in summer. And then she put a purple heart. Don't care if you say fixing to. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Well, guys, even though it's upsetting and stuff and it's been drawn out, it's very upsetting because I just keep thinking about the boys and what they're going through, you know, and because nobody can tell them, you know, not can ease their mind to say, oh, you're definitely not going anywhere else. You definitely get to stay here, you know. They have to go back and say to them, well, this, you know, it's continue. We still don't know. We've got 3 more months to wait to find out. Maybe the kids will just be happy they get to stay for the time being. I don't know. Hey, Candy. They just gave us more time to make even more bigger jerks of themselves. Dee will probably be back in jail by then. Yeah. It's true. At least the boys are safe for now. That's true. Every time the Wells appear in court and proceedings are rescheduled, that's court fees added and they won't pay them. Exactly. After this amount of time, the boys need to feel secure and safe. I agree, Spirit. What happened in court? It was continued again, Candy. Supposedly. We don't know for absolute sure. We're still... That's the rumor mill, though. It was continued because of conflict of interest. And supposedly, the rumor is Robin came in and tried to save the day and asked to take the boys. What the fuck, dude? It pisses me off every time I think of it. Why didn't she do that 2 years ago? Why now? I mean, at least... even a year and a half ago, why didn't she do it? Why now? Why would you wait I understand it's like a desperate attempt, but don't they think about the boys? I hope to God that's not true about Robin, but I feel it. I feel it is. It just feels to me like it's right. Because I already had a bad feeling. I know. Unless they are afraid of I kind of wonder if they're afraid of a lawsuit because there's so many eyes on this case. Because of Summer. Are they afraid of doing something wrong? And then we got these parents and Tim Mullins, crying or yelling, CPS kidnapped their kids and yeah. Oh, you didn't hear about Robin supposedly going in, filling out coming in with her paperwork filled out to try to adopt the boys? You've got to be kidding me. This has to be, even though it feels like to me the truth, it still is unreal. You know what I mean? I don't, is she really going up for that job? Anyways, is she really? And does she understand too? Like, if they lose custody, aren't they supposed to stay away from the boys? Or I don't know. What would be? Let's say hypothetically speaking, for some reason Robin was able to adopt them. Would the Wells then be able to would Robin be allowed to let the Wells come over and stuff and visit them? Or would that be against the order? What do you guys think? I would hope that wouldn't be allowed, but I just don't think that that's going to even be ever. I don't even think we have to even think about that, because I just don't see how it's ever going to be the case that she could get the boys. Yeah, she would allow them to be in the boys' lives. Robin is a fraud. Maybe the foster parents will explain to the judge that Robin and Tim have both broken the gag order when they've received info from Dawn and Candace and they can't follow simple rules from the judge. Exactly. They are breaking court orders when they are, especially Tim, when he's posting things on his Facebook, basically giving direct messages to the boys. You can't freaking do that shit. There's a gag order. Like, he's going to get the Wells in trouble. That's what it's going to, because it's not going to get him in trouble. It's going to get the Wells in trouble. Because basically what the court's going to think is that Dawn and or Candace is giving messages to Tim to put on Facebook or on the website. And that's how it looks. And that's not allowed with the gag order. You're not allowed to relay messages. But Tim directly isn't under court order. So what's going to happen is it'd be Dawn and Candace who would be the ones that would get in trouble. But see, I think they're so desperate now. They're just getting so desperate that, and I think they know that they're not going to get the boys back. And so now they're just acting out and doing desperate things, posting stupid stuff, filling out paperwork, trying to, last ditch effort to try to get the boys. So Dawn and Candace could at least still see them. I don't think so either, Eli May. She says, I don't think anyone will get the boys. Robin is not family, and the Wells are financially indebted to her when she borrowed from her IRA to fix up the. God, how much does anybody know? How much she borrowed to help them out? Her husband must be freaking pissed. I can just imagine the arguments they have over the Wells. Can you guys? Oh, I'm sure, Ladybug, it will bring out a lot of conspiracy theories. But the truth is stranger than fiction. Correct. That's exactly my point, Ziggy. Also, did you notice that Robin fixed the house after the kids were likely not coming back? Help is always too late. Yeah. Exactly. I think Robin knew that she didn't have a chance in hell. Because if she was really trying to get the boys, she would have done that a long time ago. I don't believe she actually thought she had a chance. Like, but hell, I don't know. Take food from their whole family, smelt the flesh down the drain to make Dawn and Candace comfortable. Oh, the husband owned a red truck. I didn't. Remember when I told you I fought 10 years for my grandson? If it is Commonwealth state, it can be drug on many years. They don't terminate parents' rights like a state would. Is it a Commonwealth state? Does anybody know? know from that lady that I was talking to, who was a friend of the family, of the foster family earlier on. She told me that nobody at the church would take the boys. Allegedly. Let me see what video. Let me play a quick video real quick because I needed a little bit of break. There's really nothing here. We'll play Smiley, part of Smiley's live. Or I could always play. I never saw that Dawn Wells share panel thing. I haven't watched it yet. All right, here.
If you know your party's extension, you may dial it now. Christy Henry, 101.
That must be his wife. I guess everybody up there is fucking Ken, right?
Henry, 103. Please hold a moment.
Benny, I guess you're up there in the bushes too. I'm not going to stop till I get you. You keep fucking with me too.
AJS is Danny.
Hey Danny, I'm sorry. This is Tammy. I just called and I got disconnected from your voicemail, so I apologize. I was calling about Donald Wells. Are you still his probation officer?
Yeah.
Okay. I was calling to see if you knew that he was on a live last night again, drunk. Was you aware of that?
No.
Well, he was very much so on Voices behind the wall last night again, very drunk. And I don't. You have that link, correct? Or no? Are you familiar with that? With that?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm going to make sure he gets familiar with it, Donnie boy.
Email it to you, but he was very much on there threatening, cussing very badly, and I am a YouTube creator myself and have been watching this I'm under Smiley Stories World, but I have interviewed him for 3.5 hours myself before when he dropped in unexpectedly on Summer's birthday, right after he got out of jail, and I didn't expect he was even subscribed to me, but I had to interview him off the top of my head. And anyway, I did that for obvious reasons.
Okay, well, I'll check it. I'll see if I can find it and check it out.
Well, because he did threaten her, and he's doing. He knows that he's being watched and stuff. And what we're just wondering is how is he still getting away?
He didn't like this. He didn't like this.
I mean, he's violating everything and all the rules. I mean, it's very obvious.
Are you, man?
He didn't like that.
I mean,
Oh, God, my ass. When I get finished with him, if he keeps on.
I'm just wondering.
I will check and I will do what I need to do if there's anything I need to do.
Okay. All right. But it's Voices Behind the Wall, and usually she just goes by the initials if you Google that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
So I did that. I mean, they don't give a flying fuck. None of them. They don't give a fuck. Yeah, I said fucking share. That's right. All they want to do is make up shit, fight with people, cow lady, moo, 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 me, for money. They don't give a damn about
Yep. It sounded like to me that he just couldn't wait to get her off the phone. He's not going to go look. He's not going to go look at all. Commonwealth is a term used by 4 of the 50 states of the United States in their full official state names: Kentucky, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, and Virginia. Okay. And so also with that, people stop sending me fucking things about tarot being supposedly being illegal, okay, in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is a Commonwealth state. I'm not in Pennsylvania. I'm in Indiana. And also, you guys are, it's a little bit anyways, I don't even care. I feel that Robin was involved from the beginning. She took photos of Summer before all of this had Summer posing. Wow, that would be shocking. It would be shocking. I mean, I guess it would make me look at people like Christine 555 times infinity, to the infinity power. It would make me look at her very suspect, because she's very much like Robin. Both my husband and his sister, who was physical therapist, and her husband, a doctor, tried to get custody of his grandkids, but being they were in Georgia and the kids were in Texas, CPS said no. I would love to go to, I would love to go to Delphi. I heard today that they're going to allow cameras in the courtroom, but I don't think they're allow people in there, are they? But yeah, I heard something's going on with him, that his attorneys all quit because of the evidence leak. They all quit on Alan. Oh, wow. Sorry, somebody just told me a story about, I'm going to ask her if I can tell people, but a lady just told me a story about, she lives she's a local in the area, and she sees Dawn and Candace occasionally. And she just told me a story of one time that she ran into him, and I'm waiting to ask if I can share it. Anyone ever write to the state police? Not me, and I haven't heard of anybody doing that. Someone said that Mullen's dad worked with the kids organization, allegedly in his obituary. Maybe research that organization. Yeah, that's a good idea. What's his dad's name? Hopefully that lady will get back a hold of me so I can tell you guys that story. Commonwealth is a traditional English term used to describe a political community as having been founded for common good. As such, they share a strong influence of English common law and some of their laws and institutions. Sherry handled herself like a rock star. I don't know. I guess I don't have the best feelings toward. I haven't seen it, so but I might be on later watching it with you guys. You thought Robin and the flute guy look like siblings? Really? Robin comes off as someone who enjoys being the center of attention. Her husband gives me the creeps. Does seem like an odd pair, doesn't it? In our state, you can go over county to state police. Don't know how it works in Tennessee. She handled herself like a trash star. Oh, gosh. She's always doing that, though, like going back and forth. But you know what? Don's stupid enough to link back up with these creators that I don't understand why he does that. Have not figured it out. I don't think it is, Annabelle. I'm sorry, Anastasia. I don't believe so. There was something else to that. I didn't read the art. There was somebody arrested or something, I guess. It was in an article, but there was more to it. Like she led this person on to believe that, if it wasn't even just tarot, it was like doing some kind of spell work or something. And I don't do that shit. She was trying to make, from what I remember, because I did read it a long time ago, she was this reader, I don't even like to say reader, supposed psychic was, kept collecting money from somebody, basically saying, okay, well, they were trying to reach somebody that had died or something, and this lady just like took advantage of it. It's much different than just doing a tarot card reading. In Tennessee, each department is a separate entity with usually a mayor as the head honcho. But if there is wrongdoing within the department, it's handled by the TBI. He doesn't know how to go live on his YouTube channel. I know, Dot. Honestly, I thought Don got in a few good ones. Don't like to say that about Don, but they were true points. Let's see. Let me look. Voices behind the wall. So you guys are saying
true. And let's pray that that's not true. Okay. We still have several more months before it's the 3 years. So let's not go there. And there is still leads, just not as much as when I'm the bad guy. I'm the evil one. What the freak? Yeah, were all of you guys as neighbors always kind of on the outs? You, Jody Sue, Fred, or did everyone?
Is this it, or did Don come up at some point? Oh, okay, there he is. I see it.
Damn, that's a lot of flames. Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't
Are
heard
we
this
gonna
yet,
speak
guys.
nicely? Because I haven't
Really?
said nothing.
You have never speak nicely, bitch.
I have never spoke
Number
nicely
one.
about you.
Really?
Are you
Are
really
you
gonna say I
serious?
haven't?
Really? Fuck no, you haven't. Come
I
on,
haven't.
man, be real. Really?
Okay.
No, I don't think you have.
Okay.
You accuse my wife and every fucking
Yes,
buddy else.
I've said that from day one. You know that's how I
Yeah,
felt.
no shit. That's why I got a problem with you.
That's why now, 28 months later, you got a problem with me because
28
2
months
years ago,
later.
yeah, because I didn't
Fuck you,
always tell
bitch.
you. Don,
Fuck you. No, you have not.
I love when men
You're
call me a
lying.
bitch.
Yeah.
I love that so much.
Oh, I
You
bet
have
you
no
do.
idea.
I bet you do.
Yeah, it just does it for me, Don.
Yeah, I bet it does.
So all of this time later, you're
all
gonna
this
be
time
mad.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said that at all. He's gonna take that wrong, like she's flirting with him or something. Hey, Pebbles. It will make you mad. Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Mad that I say I don't trust Candace. She was the last one known
Really?
seen
I
with
don't
your
trust
daughter, and
you.
your daughter's
You're the
gone.
one that I don't trust, bitch.
Oh.
You're
Okay.
YouTubian. You're a
Okay.
fucking YouTubian. You're a
Okay.
fucking nigger.
A YouTubian. Oh.
Yeah, a fucking nigger.
Oh.
All you care about is your content and shit. You don't give a fuck about my wife or our family.
You're
or
right.
Our
I
kids
don't give a fuck
or
about
anything.
your
No,
wife
you
who's
don't.
lying and
No,
probably
you
lying
lying.
to you.
You're the liar.
She's never been
You're
my
the
friend.
liar.
Look
You're
at the
the
shit she
liar.
said about me.
But
Get
hey,
out of
man,
here.
when you fucking YouTubians get a fucking hold of our family and tear us apart and shit,
And what'd
man,
she threaten
fuck
you
you,
with to all of a
Cher.
sudden get butthurt that I don't like her all of a sudden? Come
Man,
on.
fuck you, Cher, man. You're all about the content.
All about the
Get
content.
fucking real. Yeah.
We've
Your
been
fucking
speaking
channel.
for how
Why don't
long?
you go, hey, why couldn't
Play
you
every
keep your real
recording
job?
over and over and over
No,
and have
you're the
another
one that
3 years of
records
content from
everything.
your dumbass?
We don't record shit. Man, we're
Okay.
live. We're straight up.
You're straight up, yeah? You don't lie?
We don't record shit.
Tell the truth how you met Tim Mullins, since you don't want him to be a suspect. How did you meet Tim Mullins?
Really, bitch? How did I meet you? I think you're more of a suspect than Tim Mullins is, to be
Yeah.
honest with you.
Yep, I wasn't even in
I
the
really
country,
do.
but go ahead.
Really? What happened to
Really?
what's up with your daughters, by the way?
What do you mean, what's up with my daughters?
Yeah, you fucking left your daughters behind and fucking went
What's
to
your
fucking
point?
the UK? What the
No,
fuck's wrong with
I
you?
am Canadian. My kids are not
No,
Canadian.
bullshit.
Bullshit.
You abandoned your daughters, bitch. Oh,
I'm
fuck
Canadian.
you. No, I
My
don't give a
kids need
fuck.
special
No,
papers
fuck
and
off,
passes
bitch.
to cross the border, which they
you
got.
got excuses.
They then
You
crossed
got
the
excuses.
border.
Oh,
You don't know
wow.
what you're talking
Cher
about.
has excuses. Oh my gosh. Wow. It's okay for Cher, huh?
Yeah, at least I know where all my
Fuck
kids
you,
are.
bitch. Fuck
I know
you,
where
bitch.
all my kids are.
Yeah,
Even the ones that aren't in the country
yeah, they
with me, I
finally
know
give
right where
them
they
up to
are
you.
right now.
Yeah, once
Huh?
they turned 18, right, bitch?
That's not how
Fuck
it works.
off. Fuck off, Cher.
Not how it works.
You know,
Where's your
fuck
daughter,
you.
Don?
You're a YouTubian.
Where's your daughter, Don?
Yeah, where is
You're
she,
worried about where
bitch?
my kids are. Where's your daughter?
Man,
Where's your son?
is this what you're
Better
gonna
yet.
teach? Is this what you're gonna teach your kids?
Kind of agree with both of them. Kind of like cheering both of them on at the same time. He threatens her. Aw, thank you for gifting a membership, Candy. That was nice of you. I agree. They shouldn't, but of course, Dawn's going to bring up her kids because, I mean, it's true. I mean,
Teach my kids.
You're gonna teach your kids to be a slimy bitch like you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Very impressive, Cher. Why don't you go get a real job?
You think
Get
your kids
off
will turn out
YouTube.
to be like your wife?
Man, I hope so, because my wife's a good person.
I hope not, because she's missing a sister
You're
and
fucked
all
up,
the children
Cher.
that she's
Hey,
given birth to.
At least she ain't
She's
gonna
lost
you
every
like
child
you.
she's given
Man,
birth
you didn't
to.
raise your kids, bitch.
Are you kidding me? Yes, I
You
did.
didn't raise your kids.
Yes, I did.
They was handed to you
All of
once
my
they turned
kids
18.
will tell you that's
Fuck
actually a
off,
lie,
bitch.
and my kids
You're a
can actually tell
liar.
you the
You're a
truth and
witch.
different.
You're a
Yeah,
dumb
I
bitch.
am.
Fuck
Yes,
you.
I am.
Yeah, but you married a motherfucker
Button,
in Canada to fucking handle your shit for you because
Oh,
you
yeah.
can't handle it yourself.
Oh yeah.
The poor motherfuckers got you and your fucking $3 or however many they are
Yeah.
to fucking. And I feel so sorry for Mark.
Yeah.
He's so fucking. He won't even talk to me on the phone because he's got to deal with you and your $2 or $3, whatever it is.
No, he wants nothing to do with you, Don.
I don't
because
blame
he can't
him.
handle
I
these
don't.
cases.
Yeah, because he
and
can't
has
handle
actually
the
said
truth.
you
Because
have
he
lied.
can't handle the
He
truth.
doesn't
'Cause
trust
you're
your
a dumb
wife and
bitch.
says your wife
Fuck
is a
you,
liar
Cher.
and is off
Fuck
on the
you,
time
Cher.
frame.
You're the liar,
Everything that I'm
Cher.
thinking, he thinks too.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. Oh, he definitely says
He
your
better.
wife lied.
He better wake up because
You
you're
better
a
wake
dumb
up.
bitch.
You don't get to control everybody. You don't get
No,
to
you
demand
do.
my dad
No,
steps
no,
up, my
no, I
husband
get it.
wakes
I
up.
get it.
Control
I get
your
it.
bitch, Don.
No,
Control
you
your
don't.
bitch. Make her tell
Hey,
the truth. Make her
why
tell
don't
the
you
truth
tell
on
the
where her
truth?
daughter is.
Why don't you tell the truth?
They both have good points. I don't know who's winning yet, but I'll tell you. She sounds like BK abusive. I think it's. I don't know what to say about it. It's I guess expected because this has happened before with them, and they just keep. I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship with her and Don. But I agree, where's Summer? And that's the most important thing. And the boys. But at the same time, I understand Don, and some of his points. But still, he all he does is freaking always make excuses. Haven't heard nothing yet. Oh, great.
I don't need to. I know where all my kids are.
Yeah, you lost all your kids because
We're
you're a
talking
fucking
about
failure.
you. No, I didn't lose my
No, we're
kids.
talking about you.
Guess what?
You're a
Today,
failure.
Don.
Fuck you,
Today,
Cher.
Don. I know
Fuck
where
you,
all my
Cher.
kids are. Can you say the same,
Yeah,
Don? Today,
because-
can you say that?
Yes, I can.
You can. Where are your sons, Don? At a
Yeah.
home that they'd rather be with than
Once
you,
your
right?
kids,
Where's
once
your
kids,
missing daughter, Don?
once you
Ask
two-
your bitch wife where
No,
she is.
fuck you, whore.
Ask her.
Fuck you, whore. Once your
Well,
turn-
isn't
you-
this
once
supposed
your-
to be about
once your-
Summer? Don't you want to
once
know the
your
truth?
daughters-
Ask
once your daughters.
Why
I
was
know
your
the
wife
truth.
talking to
I
14-year-old
know
boys
I
and
know
being
the truth.
inappropriate and buying them
Fuck
alcohol
you.
and vapes? Why
Yeah,
was she
really?
providing
I like that question by Cher. I like that one.
to minors?
And where
that
was
seems
you,
like grooming
Cher?
behavior.
Where was
grooming
you,
behavior.
Cher? Where was
Buying
you,
for
Cher?
minors.
Where was you, Cher, when your daughters was in CPS custody? You
My
was
kids
in
were
fucking
never in CPS
UK
custody.
with your
Oh
husband.
my God.
Your
You don't even know
husband.
what you're talking about. My kids have never been in
Man,
the system.
you haven't even had custody of your daughters. You have no right to
You
talk,
don't even know
bitch.
what you're talking about.
Fuck you,
Kids girls, I've
Cher.
never had custody
Fuck
of
you,
them.
Cher. You're
Yeah,
a lying
Don
bitch.
Welch says
You
so.
man, fuck you,
Don
man.
Welch says that
Man,
I've
fuck
never
you,
had
Cher.
custody of
You
them.
are nobody to talk about
My
us.
kids love learning new stuff.
Yeah, I bet they do. How to be a witch like you.
Yeah.
Man,
They'd be
fuck
happy
you,
to be a
Cher.
witch like me.
Yeah, I bet they
Yeah.
would.
Ask your bitch
That's what
wife
that's
about
what you're
the
going to
missing
teach your
2
daughters?
hours.
Is that what you're going to teach your daughters?
Yeah, you're right. You're
How to
damn
be a-
right.
Cher does look like a witch, to be honest. And I think that isn't she actually a practicing supposed witch? But as long as some of those people though, it's just about. I know some people who claim to be a witch that are all about light and positivity. So I guess it just matters. Some of them do dark shit though. All this night before family court, awesome, right?
Right, that's
Witch
what I'm
like
going to
you.
teach my daughters.
Why don't
Yeah.
you go to get a real
Ask your
job?
bitch wife about the missing 3 hours.
There
What
is
was
no
Summer
missing-
really
Man,
missing
that's
when
made
she
up
went?
bullshit.
No,
That's made
ask.
up. No,
Why
fuck
was she
off,
lying
Cher.
to you? Why did
Fuck-
Grandma buy a
Hey,
new
Cher.
phone the day
Hey,
your granddaughter
Cher.
went
Hey,
missing?
Cher. Fuck
Let-
you.
Huh? What did she
Fuck
really go
you.
missing in?
Fuck
Was there
you.
really a swimsuit?
You're lying. You're
Oh,
lying.
okay.
It's all
Ask
about
your wife
it's all
what
about
happened
your YouTube
after
channel.
2:30.
You're so
Ask
hilarious.
your wife what happened after
Man,
2:30.
fuck off,
Why was she
Cher.
hanging around with a
Everybody
14-year-old?
knows
How
you're
many
a witch.
times did she bang
You
Hunter?
can't even handle
Ask your
your
wife
own
how many
kid.
14-year-olds she's
Hey.
fucked. How about
Hey,
you,
bitch.
Donnie?
Fuck you,
Let's
bitch.
get all the way real.
Hey, if it wasn't
I don't think she should have said that at all, because can you guys imagine, like, if somebody said, ask him how many 14-year-old girls he's fucked. That's not what you say, Cher. That's gross. You say, how many 14-year-old boys has she sexually assaulted or taken advantage of?
for
How many
your
more victims are
husband,
going to come out?
if it
What?
wasn't for
If
your
it wasn't for my
husband,
husband, what?
you wouldn't
What?
have
You would
shit,
want it-
bitch.
What?
You'd be a fucking
Yeah,
a prostitute on the
rich and all.
street. You
Yeah.
fucking ran to the UK to your husband.
Canada isn't the UK.
Hey, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah,
Hey,
my green card was
I like
actually
Mark.
expired, so I wasn't allowed to be in the States anymore until it's renewed.
Thank God your bitch ass ain't allowed to stay.
Actually,
bitch.
I'm allowed in the States. That's not the
Well,
same
I
thing.
hope
See,
not,
you're
'cause you're a
very
dumb bitch.
uneducated.
No, you are.
Thank God they don't let people like you cross the borders.
Hey, I'm in the States.
Yeah.
Bitch, where I
Yeah.
belong.
Yeah. Pretty
I'm
soon you'll
fighting.
be in the
I'm fighting
planker
a
where you
good fight.
belong.
I'm
right?
fighting a good fight.
Are you
It ain't-
fighting the good fight, but you won't
Yes,
ask
I
your
am.
wife about the lies?
I have.
You
bitch.
won't ask Tim
Fuck
Mullen?
you.
No, you
Hey,
have not asked her when.
Just because.
Okay,
just
no, I'll
because,
shut up about
hey,
it. When did you question her and ask her about
Hey,
why she was lying?
this
to you?
ain't about your narrative, bitch.
When did you do that? No, I'll leave it alone
This
if you
ain't-
just tell me.
no,
you just
no,
said
no,
you
no,
questioned
no,
her
no,
about
no,
her
no.
lies. When?
This is not
When?
about your narrative, bitch.
My narrative. The narrative
Yeah.
is your daughter is
Fuck
missing.
you.
The narrative is
Fuck
your wife
you.
was one of the last to be seen with her. Unless
Hey,
your
Cher.
ass was home
Hey,
from
Cher.
work too,
Hey,
then
Cher.
maybe you did too.
Hey,
So it
Cher.
was your wife,
Hey,
your
Cher.
mother-in-law. Maybe
Hey,
you,
Cher.
maybe not you. Were you home at 3:00 or not? Because I have messages where your wife says you were home at 3.
Are you gonna let me speak?
Why did she say you were home at 3:00?
Can I
Ask
speak?
your wife. No, that's the only question I want to know from you.
That's some made up bullshit.
No, it's
that
not
you-
made up.
that's
I
not-
have it from her.
shit.
Literally.
Is not that part is definitely true. For some odd reason, Dawn, your wife seems to think you were home around 3 to 3:30. What time was Summer last seen by anyone? This is exactly what home was like for these kids, amplified by 1,000. Yeah. Non-stop, 24/7.
Her, you know it's her. I have the full picture, and she's even
Sure.
double checking. Did you say he was home? Okay, thanks. On you don't. You know damn well that's your wife, and
Okay,
you're gonna
can I-
say she's gonna tell you that's a lie. You're gonna believe that. You're
Sure.
gonna believe that that's a lie.
Sure, can I speak for a minute?
Sure, speak for a minute.
Okay, all right.
'Cause-
Everybody knows that you're making up lies.
Everybody knows that I'm telling the truth right now.
No, you're not.
Everyone, if I'm making up
No,
lies,
you're
put
making up
more
a big
fire. If
lie.
I'm telling the truth right now, put 2 thumbs up in this
Man,
bitch.
Yeah, go
Everybody's
ahead.
seen
Yeah.
it. I can pull it up for you and
No,
show you
can't.
again.
You can't prove
Yes,
shit.
I can. She said that
You're
shit.
a liar, sure.
You were home. I
No,
know that's why
really?
you called
Okay,
her that
hold on.
day.
I was home.
You called her because that's how
but-
controlling you are, and you were like, "Where the hell are you?"
Really, bitch? You're the controlling bitch. You're
I'm the
most
controlling
evilest-
bitch.
You're the most evilest bitch I've ever seen in my life.
I'm glad to hear that you actually questioned your wife on being a liar, though. That's good to know.
No, you're the liar.
I'm a liar.
All you care about your YouTube channel because
Yeah.
you can't handle a real
I do
job.
care about my YouTube
You
channel.
quit,
I
you
want
quit,
thousands
you
of
quit.
people to hear the bullshit coming out of your
Yeah,
mouth while your
yeah.
daughter is
Okay,
missing,
okay,
and while you
okay,
just got
okay.
3 other kids taken
Hey,
away.
I'm down with this. Okay, I'm here. I'm right here.
Yeah?
Why couldn't you
This is
handle
the
a real
energy you
job,
came at
Cher?
me with, Donnie.
Why couldn't you handle a real job, Cher? Because
Who
you're
says
better.
I don't?
Because you're better at a YouTube, bitch. And
Oh, am I? Thank you.
A
Thank
psychotic
you.
motherfucker.
Thank
That's
you.
what you're good at. But
Yeah.
nobody believes you, sir.
Oh, okay.
You got another thing.
I mean, nobody believes you, Dawn. Like, I don't know. I'd say more people don't believe you, Dawn, than Cher. Like, I think you win that one. But I don't believe Cher either on a lot of things. But this, on a lot of things she's saying here, I agree with. Kenneth is a background that didn't offend. Yeah, he won't answer these questions. I believe she would allow Candace and Dawn to see them because Robin would call them back to the church. Why doesn't he fight with a dude this way? That's right. Good point. Good point.
Comment.
Okay.
Yeah, your days are numbered.
Okay.
You better get that through your fucking head.
What the hell? He just like threatened her life. You're not very smart, Don. Let me rewind that just a second.
Thank you.
A psychotic motherfucker.
Thank
That's
you.
what you're good at. But
Yeah.
nobody believes you, sir.
Oh, okay.
You got another thing coming.
Okay.
Yeah, your days are numbered.
Okay.
You better get that through your fucking head.
Okay.
More people believe me than they believe you. No, I'll guarantee you. I'll guarantee you.
Okay.
I'll guarantee you that.
Okay.
You're about your YouTube channel, and that's all you give a fuck about.
I love my
you
YouTube
don't,
channel.
You don't.
I'm proud of my
I
YouTube
know
channel.
you do.
It gives
I know
people
you do.
unedited voices for themselves that's not manipulated by the media, so they get to hear and enjoy this bullshit.
Yeah, you're bullshit.
Damn straight, I love
You're
my
bullshit.
channel.
You're trying to exploit my family for
Really?
your own good. Yes.
Sure. Whatever
Yes.
makes you sleep better at night, Donnie.
I'm gonna exploit you, bitch. You
Exploit
wait.
me, Donnie.
I am going to. I'm
Go
going to
for
exploit you and how you left your children behind and fucking fled to the UK to be with your bitch ass husband.
Yeah.
That sucks dick.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone-
Yeah. Your husband's a little piece of shit.
Is he?
Yeah, because he puts up with your bitch ass. You're a witch.
Oh.
You're a fucking witch. Yeah, you fucking right. You left your children behind, bitch. What
Yep.
about that? Fuck
Yeah.
you,
What
Sheriff.
about that? At least I know where they are, Donnie. What about
yeah,
that?
you do now that they turned 18, bitch.
Really?
Oh,
All
you're
my
a big
kids are
talker.
18?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, how'd you get your kids back then?
Huh?
How'd you get your kids back
I
then?
have multiple kids, Don.
Yeah, I'll bet you do.
Yeah, I do.
Straight fucking hoe.
Yep.
I'll bet
Straight
you do.
hoe.
Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yep.
You know what? You want to sit there and put me down? Fuck you. I'm gonna put
Put
you
you
down.
down.
All day
I
long.
said I believed in you, and I
No,
think that
you
you are
don't believe in me.
innocent, but not
No,
the people
no, no,
around
no,
you.
no, no.
Literally
You're
what I
wrong.
said to you right before going live.
You're
And now
fucking
you're
lying.
gonna lie? Oh,
No.
I'm lying? I can show the
You
text.
believe in me, but
I
when
believe in
tell
you, yes.
Okay, but when I tell you about my wife and everything that happened,
You can't make
CPS
me
and-
believe her and
No,
him
I
when I
can't.
don't have
And
a relationship with them. But you don't get to talk to me when I said, Don, I believe you. Don, I
Hey,
think you're innocent.
bitch,
Don, I
just
just don't
because
trust the
this is
people
your
around
channel-
you. And this is how you're talking to me? I literally said,
What
I
about
believe you
CPS?
are innocent. They're
No,
on my
put
list
your
too.
name and my wife as a #1 suspect.
She was
I've
the last
talked to you.
person seen
Share,
with her.
Share, you dumb bitch. I've talked to you one-on-one by
Uh-huh.
yourself, and you do not believe me. You're gonna name my wife as a #1 suspect, really? What
Yes.
about fucking Hawkins County? What about fucking CPS and their bullshit?
Okay, how about Tim
You
before your
have
wife?
not. Hold up. You have not dug into what these motherfuckers do.
I have
You
not dug in.
No. Even though you're a victim of CPS, you don't give a fuck. All you give a fuck about is your fucking channel. That's the cold, hard truth. That's why we are not friends.
Okay.
No, you have not looked into the cold, hard facts.
Who's
You're
playing?
gonna blame
Why
my
are
wife.
you playing the freaking music? It must be Dawn because he's drunk, and I'm just gonna assume it's coming from his side. I don't know. I kind of find it sad. I don't know what to say. I just find it's kind of sad, and I'm going to keep playing it, though. I will play the whole thing. It looks like they talked for like a pretty long period of time, like 30 minutes at least, going back and forth at each other. Yeah, I mean, that's crack. It could be too. I'm sure, because he's even told me that. He's even told me, Don, that he can't. Every time he drinks, he wants cocaine. So, and he's even said when he has to have cocaine. And that's the way he does it is crack cocaine. And I heard somebody asking, I don't know who it was, about cocaine and whether it gives you paranoia and hallucinations. Crack cocaine does. cocaine can too. If you stay up long enough on it, anything can give you hallucinations, if anything that keeps you up for long periods of time. But for some reason, crack cocaine gives people paranoia, just like meth does. It's similar, and yeah, it can get really, really, really bad, just like meth.
You
You're gonna
ignoring
say
cold hard
you're
facts.
gonna say you believe me when I tell you my wife's
I
innocent.
believe in you. I believe
Okay,
in
if you
you,
believe
and you're
me-
innocent.
Okay, then you would believe me when I would tell you that my wife's innocent 100%.
But you don't know that for sure.
Yes, I do.
How? Tell me how. Okay, tell me.
Okay, I'm
How
gonna tell
can you
you.
know
I'm
that
gonna,
for sure?
I'm gonna tell you.
How
I'm
can
gonna
we
tell
know
you.
this for sure?
And you know
Because
what?
you did question her, right?
I want to tell you one thing though, because I know you got me on your live, and this is all about your channel.
No, I
And
honestly do not want to think that a mother and father would harm their daughter, Don. I do not want to think that, by the way.
Share, fuck off. This ain't
Okay.
about you. This
Okay.
ain't about you. This is
Okay.
about my daughter, Summer Wells. So get over your fucking self.
Okay, you got the floor.
When I see a broken heart, like, you have no idea, bitch. You're fucking pushing me to my fucking breaking point.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking make videos about you, how you abandoned your daughters and every fucking thing
you
else,
could,
and show you how I feel,
and
bitch.
stupid people will believe it, but the only
Yeah,
people that matter
no
to me
shit.
will believe that it's lies,
And
especially since I have text messages of you planning on the lies, and you're now live streaming saying you're planning on lying.
Well, that's what you're
enough
doing,
said.
bitch. That's what you're doing.
No.
Yeah, you are. You're doing this. You're fucking telling me that my wife is guilty of some heinous crime.
She was the last one with your daughter,
No
Dawn.
shit,
You're
Sherlock.
choosing to ignore the cold hard.
Maybe Don's so mad because he knows he did it, and he's defending his wife, and maybe he knows it was actually him. And maybe he probably gets shit from Candace all the time, like, you're the one that did this. Oh, I take all the heat from it. Allegedly.
Facts. You're saying I'm ignoring them, and I'm saying, Don, you're fucking ignoring some serious ones.
Wow. So if someone come up there and stole one of your daughters, that makes you guilty, right, bitch? Fuck you, Sheriff.
They would look at me, yes.
Fuck you, Sheriff.
It's always going to be the parents that are number one looked
Fuck
at.
you,
Yes.
Sheriff.
Just like if someone.
But you know what? At least I would look at the cold hard facts, and I would look at your heart, and I would talk to you. And
you would have to talk to me first to get to know me first to get that, right?
Right? You have to understand all the YouTubing and bullshit we've been through, bitch.
I cannot, Don. You can
No,
keep
you
calling
don't.
me a bitch
You have
until
no
the sun
idea.
turns rainbow.
Yeah, because you are a bitch.
You are the only person that I've had a relationship with. Nobody else. So yeah, I believe in you. I haven't spoke to anybody else.
Do you
Everybody else
have
wants to
any
hide
idea
and
what
not
we've
talk.
been through?
That's
Man,
suspicious.
I'm so fucking sick of talking to you. I've tried to talk to you in person. I don't want this to be fucking broadcast to the fucking world because the world don't deserve this shit.
Then why are you on my live doing this? You could have called me privately.
I have tried to.
I blocked you for 10 minutes. I unblocked you now. If you would prefer to speak privately tomorrow.
But you still have the same fucking attitude, man. You're a fucking witch. You still
tell
fucking
me
serve
why
everything.
you believe in your wife is innocent. Maybe I'll see
I've
something
tried to
that's
tell
missing.
you.
You haven't ever told me. All I know is what's on the news and what the law says.
Do you understand all the tax that we've been under? We cannot trust any YouTube.
I don't understand how you don't see the faults.
I wish
and
I
if
could
only,
turn the tables
if
on
only
you.
you are allowed to know and know why we can trust in Candace's timeline. If only you are allowed to know that, how the hell am I supposed to be?
The timeline is not for YouTubians, it's just for TBI and FBI. It's not for you motherfuckers. How can you not understand that? It's not meant. If I put that out there on YouTube and fucking the fucking perpetrator gets a hold of that and shit, I can't put that out.
Oh my God, Dawn. I would love to believe Dawn right now, but that's just not the truth. That's fake. He does not care about people on YouTube getting it. That's not the issue. Neither one has been cleared in 856 days, 2 years, 4 months, and 4 days. Yeah, I bet Don doesn't know that exactly how long it's been. I would think like any parent would know exactly, almost to the second, how long their child's been gone. One time I saw Brandy, I think it was on Daisy's panel. She said exactly to the, I think it was even to the minute, how long Michael had been missing for. Just out of nowhere. That's stuff that parents that really care, they just know, because you just know. I know. Why? Well, now it's 673 in chat, but why does it does seem like that happens a lot, that chat gets stuck at 666 and in a lot of chats. I don't know. Not here, just here. It's everywhere, it seems. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. Right? If he doesn't want to talk about on YouTube, why does he keep going online? They're not doing anything to bring Summer back. Exactly. Brenny knew how many days Summer was gone, but Dawn didn't. Is that what it was? That she said was, I thought it was her saying how many exact days Michael was gone. If it was my child, I have my Google Maps timeline handed over to police. Google setting record. Yeah, and that's why they had to take keep Hunter's phone, because they couldn't freaking trust Candace's phone for some odd reason. Or Grandis's.
The TBI has already put it on their main page that she was last. Not. Yeah, it is that she was last seen early in the afternoon.
That's not the timeline.
Sure, well, it's on TBI's page. You need to go call TBI because that is what they say. Because that's why it doesn't make sense.
Sure.
That doesn't make sense when 911 was called at 6:29 p.m.
Sure, please stop. Please.
Why? I'm trying to make sense of things here.
I am too, but that should be between me and you on a private conversation. Why would you got to go to fucking YouTube and share it with all these crazy motherfuckers?
My live and asked for
my
link.
Because that's the only way I can get a hold of your dumb ass.
I just wanted your wife to tell the truth.
No, I see. She has told the truth 100%. Always.
Okay, ask her right now. Where did Summer put the swimsuit on?
Really, like that fucking
that would fix
really?
That's a huge thing.
That's gonna fucking clear everything up, right?
Thumbs up. Would that answer a lot for you guys?
Listen, baby. She wants to know when you put. This is gonna clear everything up for real.
I didn't say clear everything up.
This is gonna clear everything up.
You see how when you try to make it about Summer, it becomes a joke, and that's so sad.
But no, it's not sad. So you're telling me, no, fuck you, Cher. Now, see, you're being really. Oh, fuck off, man.
You're being rude.
No, you are.
Oh, I'm a cunt. Yeah, I'm a cunt.
So if I tell you when the swimsuit was
Where's your daughter, Candace?
Fuck off, Cher. Fuck off, Cher.
No.
You're a bitch.
Really? She's allowed to call me. She can call me all those names. I just can't say her daughter.
Okay.
I see how the playing fields are. Kiss Candace's ass or you get nowhere.
You're a
yeah, I'm a YouTubian. Just like I'm
all
glad
you
Tim
are.
Mullen taught you that word well.
That's all
You
you're
did good at the
bitch,
Mullen 101 there. You know, good.
Fuck you,
YouTubians now.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought too. When he said YouTubians, I immediately thought, oh, he got that word off Tim Mullins. Sounds real stupid. Sounds real stupid, Dawn. It's not funny. And thank you so much, Luminous, for the $5 super sticker. Wow. Now I see why you guys said that this was a must see. Yeah, YouTubian. Oh, that's so clever. Did she Pearl Strand? Wait, what did Pearl Strand say? I might have missed it because chat is moving kind of fast. He sounds so evil. What swimsuit, says Candace. Wow. Wow. What swimsuit? Like Candace gonna take Grannis down that hill at the water hole and what flowers? Exactly. There's no free there. I've been there several different times in winter and summer. Those are 2 seasons I've been there. It's winter and summer. Summer twice. Or no, winter twice, summer once. Anyways, I didn't see flowers when I was there in the summer, but I don't think. Yep. Hannah shouts out, what swimsuit? She only had one on that day. And what about a towel for the child? They never even had it. Yeah. And what? And okay, I will play it back a little bit. And even what about like the confusion about whether or not we're going to go swimming or fishing? You know, like, why is there so much confusion surrounding that day? And, oh, we were going to go to a water park. And, why is we getting two different stories about the swimsuit and when it was put on and when her clothes were put on? And I mean, it doesn't make sense. Something's fishy.
Not even a word.
Okay, that phone call was you're about your channel and about how you.
Yeah, you're damn right. I have a YouTube channel, and yes, I fucking want people to be heard. Yeah. Why else would I have a YouTube channel?
Fuck off, Sharon. Fuck off, Sharon. You don't want to hear the truth.
Yes, I do want the truth.
Fuck you.
But you can't tell the truth.
Witch.
Whew. Oh, that was fun. Anyways, Tim Owen's still a suspect. I need a minute. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh. Whew.
Oh gosh. Oh. The swimsuit looks like clothes is sold as a swimsuit but worn for either. Yeah, it's true. It has like a tank top and like a little skirt. Oh, thank you so much for the Cash App. Thank you so much. Hunter said Candace put her suit on at his house, so Summer did have on a bathing suit. Candace has always seemed numb to emotions to me, very callous person. Yeah, she is. You should have saw her have no emotion when she told my daughter who she got all excited about a puppy, and then all of a sudden, the next day decided to change her mind because Tim Mullen told her it wasn't a good idea. Tim Mullen, you are a freaking piece of work, that's for sure. So all of that was because Cher was saying, "Oh, I didn't. I guess you wanted me to rewind a little bit, didn't you?"
Taught you that word well. You learned it good at the Mullen 101 there. Good.
Fuck you,
YouTubian's not even a word.
Okay, that phone call was you're about your channel and about how you.
Yeah, you're damn right. I have a YouTube channel, and yes, I fucking want people to be heard. Yeah.
Do I need to rewind back further, or I think I need to rewind back further than that.
No one there, good.
Fuck you, sir.
YouTubian's not even a word.
Okay, that phone
No.
call we swimsuit was
Where's
put
your
on.
daughter,
That's-
Candace?
Fuck off, sir. Fuck off, sir.
No,
You're a bitch.
really?
You
She's
can
allowed to
fuck
call me.
yourself.
She can call me all those names, and I just
No,
can't say
fuck
where
you,
her
sir.
daughter.
Fuck you, sir. Now, see, you're being really. No, fuck off, man.
You're being rude.
No, you
Oh,
are.
I'm a cunt. Yeah, I'm a cunt.
So if I tell you when the swimsuit was
Where's
put
your
on,
daughter,
that's-
Candace?
Fuck off, sir. Fuck off, sir.
No,
You're a bitch.
really?
She literally just said, what swimsuit? What the freak? Candace is not unless this directly impacts her for doing what she wants to. If Candace wants to kick it with teen boys, go to a fair, go to a water park, or get drugs, alcohol, she doesn't give a fuck. Someone screaming in the background of a phone call, always annoying. I'm not sure I believe H either. I think he has been intimidated to tell that story. I don't even believe the video in the pond was that day. Yeah, I do think it's very possible that he could have been encouraged to say certain things or not say other things. At this point, though, he's probably told all the truth, and I would hope. The fallout didn't take long. Who's Don's next target? Well, I was surprised that he didn't go on the labs last night or somebody else's, or did he? I turned it on and then I ended up working on something, and I don't know. Well, we don't know for sure, Connie, about the court. But the rumor is that Robin tried to take the boys in. And they continued the court date to January, supposedly, because of the conflict of interest of this new judge and the fact that she was represented the Wells when she was an attorney or worked as an attorney, as a public defender or something. I don't know. I hope they don't continue it again in January. But gosh. Oh, you're welcome, Connie. Oh, he wasn't going to let him up? What? Oh, that dog's so cute. Is that who Mookie is? Yeah. Unfortunately, Candace brought a lot of Somebody texted me and said that they wasn't on the docket today. I wonder if that would be something would be kept private, or would there be a reason why their court date wouldn't be showing up on the docket? Oh, the oldest boy would be 16 next August. It's not on the docket with CPS. Hanson Don. have brought all of this on themselves. I agree. There's no docket with family court. Right? That would be awesome if it was all a mistake. And so if it's being continued, does that mean the court is actually considering Robin's adoption offer? That's what I'm wondering too. If because I'm hearing her offer was denied, but like, did they really rule on that? Because, or did they just continue everything? Because if it was a conflict of interest, if they ruled it, continued the case because of conflict of interest due to the new judge, then would they have ruled on anything? Even the possibility of Robin fostering or adopting? Robin only offered to foster them, not adopt them. Well, she should have done that a long time ago. It's kind of too late for that. At least it better the hell be. Or people are going to be, livid. Somebody put in chat, I forget where, that Hawkins and Sullivan counties put out indictments. Does anyone know if it's true? And how do we find out? Oh, thank you, Lulu. Yeah. I mean, you can only, if I can't do it ethically, or what I feel is like, that way, if I can't do it ethically, I'm not gonna do it. And what I feel is ethically, and sometimes I might make mistakes and later find out, okay, that wasn't very ethical of me. It's not like I don't make mistakes. Yeah, I know. What exactly? I agree that they don't need to switch to another temporary situation. That's even more ridiculous. If that's true that all she was offering is temporarily, then instead of adopting them, then absolutely no. Why the hell would they be moved? Why? So to make it more freaking convenient for Dawn and Candace? Robin, you should have done that forever ago. You're late to the party. Probably was done on purpose, like some of you guys think. Just conveniently, conveniently, Robin 2 years later is like, oh, I'll take him in. So if everyone close to the well is a suspect, why would they allow Robin to foster? Well, I wouldn't think they're going to. So was Robin doing this big deal that Dawn mentioned happening a few weeks ago? So was Robin doing this, the big deal that Dawn mentioned it happened for you? I don't remember. Robin's playing some sort of game. I pray they do not go to Robin. If that was to happen, they will be right at Candace and Dawn's house in 2 shakes of a minute. Yep. She will not keep those boys from them, so then what? Right? And I think it's sure, that's what I'm saying. As outraged as we are thinking about that possibility, surely, surely those boys wouldn't, there's no possibility Surely, I mean, come on. They haven't done any type of anything besides working on the house. They did the one thing that they could do that didn't require them to quit drugs and alcohol. They won't do the other stuff because the other stuff requires them to quit drugs and alcohol. Or at least quit it long enough to be able to pass a drug test, or they can't, they won't do it. So I'm sure there was some kind of classes that they were supposed to complete, right? Parenting classes that I'm sure they freaking didn't do. They can't say, we've witnessed them drunk constantly. So from what I'm hearing is that there isn't, that there's only sessions court, juvenile court, and criminal court. And the Wells boys will go through juvenile court is what I'm hearing. And that the juvenile court does have a docket. I guess there isn't something called actually family court. It's called juvenile court. Does anybody, I mean, in that county in Hawkins? Right? Mind games. Can you guys imagine? No one close to the Wells will get the boys. I agree, Candy, and thank you so much. If boys have already snitched on Wells and they go to prison and Rama's stuck with the boys, could backfire. I know. She would allow him around. I agree, Sue. Good to see you, by the way. Right, too little, too late. Exactly. It is sketchy. Fortunately, I don't know about juvenile court. My son has never been in trouble. I'm wondering if there would be a reason why they wouldn't be on the docket. Go to Dawn B. There's something about Candace talking to a lady and saying she covers for Dawn. Oh yeah, I know. I already played that earlier on my live, Aussie. We were listening to that earlier. Didn't we? Yeah, we listened to that earlier about watched that very early on. Yeah, where Candace said she protected Dawn. Yeah, we watched that. Seeing like a cult like familial trafficking. I know. I know I saw that picture with her daughter inside the Wells house. So disturbing. I guess I pray she has a change of heart and stops interfering. So that is those pictures that's being shown. Is their house like way? I've seen some pictures posted, but I thought that was pictures of somebody else's house he was working in, or am I thinking of different pictures? Did somebody share? Can you guys share Voices Behind the Wall? Who was they talking to on that video? To me,
That was crazy. That was insane.
So like I have to be like this goody two parent, and Donnie gets to do whatever he wants to do, kind of thing.
Well, that's not how it's supposed to be at all.
But see, a lot of people don't know, because I haven't told a lot of people that when Donnie and me and the kids and all were here, when Summer was here, see, I've protected Donnie a lot.
Protected him, protected Don from what? And I don't know who that lady is that's on the phone, unless it has to do, I don't know. Does anybody know who that could be? Aw, thank you, Tacy Day. That's really nice. What happened to the boys, Ziggy? Judge Laura, supposedly, Robin went into court with foster papers filled out, wanting to foster the Wells boys. That's the rumor. And also that court was continued again to January. So people are irate that it was continued because of the conflict of interest with the judge situation, which is, some people were worried about that. But you would think that they would have some kind of plan in place. I don't know. Dude, it's crazy. Absolutely insane. And for Robin, people are really irate about Robin trying to pull those boys out of the home that they've been in for 2 years. Freaking ridiculous. Play it again? Okay, I have to pee anyway, so.
So is he telling his foster family this stuff? So is he telling his foster family this stuff?
He called his caseworker that.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's not good.
Right. So like I have to fight against that and prove that it's not me, and like I've already proved that I wasn't stealing over there in Hamlin County.
Oh yeah, that was crazy. That was insane.
So like I have to be like this goody two parent, and Donnie gets to do whatever he wants to do, kind of thing.
Well, that's not how it's supposed to be at all.
But see, a lot of people don't know, because I haven't told a lot of people that when Donnie and me and the kids and all were here, when Summer was here, see, I've protected Donnie a lot.
So, yeah, I'm curious to know too, like, protected Donnie from what? She's talking about back when Summer was there, before she got gone. They're not going home because they aren't safe, and if anything would happen to them on their way, they will be sued. Robin has to be investigated, take classes, be drug tested, etc. to foster. Yeah, I think that they are worried about a lawsuit. I think that has something to do with why it's taking so long. That they're just being really careful. Doesn't work that way. I have done foster care for years, and my parents did before that. So good luck there, Robin. That's why people are like really scared. Like, but why didn't Robin try that early on? You know what I mean? Like, that's the irritating part to me. Like, how the hell are you going to get kids? Even the thing, to think that she would even offer to do that. Knowing that those kids had been there for 2 years, and probably knowing that the kids don't want to go back home. And also, a lot of people are worried. Is there some kind of is this some kind of proof of church connection? Like, is there something weird with the church? Like, what is going on? I guess the same was Jody Sue says she saved Andy a lot also. Yeah. Oh, I know. I believe that. I believe that she might know some more too. When it comes to Andy, but I'm sure he put her in quite the predicament. Yeah, why delay tactics? Exactly. Church is a cult. It's the blackmail pedo web. Yeah, kind of wondering. Exactly. Saying them boys are happy where they're at. I'm glad she didn't try that early on. Things would have been, yep. And from what I hear, there was options for somebody from the church to take the boys in. From what I hear, like early on, I was hearing that nobody in the church would take the boys, and that nobody in the family was qualified. That's what I was told very, very early on. But that would be that was early September. So I hope they didn't get their visitation back. I wouldn't think so. I mean, I don't see how that would be even possible. It takes years of training. You don't just get who you want. Really? From my own experience with family, CPS always tries to offer immediate friends, family first. After that, nobody takes them as when foster homes are next. Some reason no one in the family was qualified, but then again, it doesn't surprise me. No, Ziggy Josie wanted to stay in that lifestyle because she stayed and kept her kids in danger. Yeah. I mean, it is easier said than done, though, to leave an abusive relationship, and she was highly dependent on him. That's why it's really, I mean, it's super important to, and I know this too, just, with Jim's stuff. Super important to be able to be independent on your own. So you don't get in situations like what Jody Sue got into, where she pretty much was stuck there. Unless, well, I don't know. Maybe her mom, I don't know if she was technically stuck there, if there was anybody that would have helped her out. I mean, she's staying at her mom's now, so. Yeah, let's get some likes going up in here. Here, I'll do the little poll thing before I just, I don't even know what else to say about it. It's scary thinking, you know, that it's not over. And now I feel bad for the boy. Oops, that was loud. I feel bad for the boys. That's the main thing. And the foster parents, because from what I understand, they really have been wanting to adopt the boys from very early on. And, you know, now I'm sure, are stressing and worrying and I'm sure the boys are scared about going back too. My mom was given a choice: leave my dad and keep us or stay and lose. However, my mom was an alcoholic nor a drug abuser. My mom got help and I'm glad. They're full of it. Oh yeah. I wonder how Candace knew that the oldest specifically was allegedly talking to the caseworker about things. It seems they shouldn't be allowed to divulge that. Yeah, I'm wondering. I'm sure there's a process for that. I would hope. Maybe she heard through her, like her caseworker. Don't they probably have a separate caseworker or something? That maybe their caseworkers communicate and have to relay the bad news that the kids are wanting to stay. Because I don't know, in Tennessee, you know, maybe they ask kids their opinion even earlier than other states, like on where they want to stay. You fostered 2 18-year-old girls separately, short terms, and God, I was still, it's not easy. I wonder, does anybody know if judges do that in Tennessee? Right? True crime junkie. Isn't there a gag order to keep Don and Candace from being on YouTube? Well, there's a gag order from them. Yeah. They're not supposed to discuss the boys' case. So, but if it would have been concluded today, then maybe they could have, and it would have, I don't know how that works. But supposedly it was continued. Is it true that the Wells property is in the oldest boy's name? I don't think so. Not when I looked, but let me see. Let me see here. If I can find it. I'm getting this owner's Donald Wesley Wells. So I heard that rumor too. I mean, at least right here it says that the owners on the tax assessor website, it shows Donald Wesley Wells Which I don't understand why it says junior, because he's not a junior technically. His middle name's different than his dad's. That's what's really confusing, is that they have him listed as junior sometimes. It's like, you're not a junior. I don't know. And the only way they would think that he was a junior is if Don stated he was a junior, and he's not a junior. His dad's middle name, it starts with the L, like Leonard or something like that. Something weird. It starts with L. He was one-on-one with Judge in his chamber. When my husband tried to get custody, the judge called him in the chambers to talk to him. Is this in Tennessee, Candy? Maybe that's why people thought it was in the Wells Boy, because it says junior, but shit. $2015 was the last time there was a quit claim deed. So it must have been. I wonder what the quit claim deed. Okay, so the quit claim deed must have been here in 2010. Must have been to his mom's his mom's friend. What's her name again? That was on the house, was listed as the owner for a while. What was her name? The one that Don's mom was in that lady Don's mom was in a relationship with. Just kidding. I always thought maybe they had some kind of weird thing. I don't know. Right? Exactly, Marie Davis. That's what I'm saying. It's like, shouldn't that have already been done? Thank you so much. The person who sent the Venmo. Thank you. Okay. Somebody's saying, let me see here. Oh my God. You've got to be kidding me, Tiffany. You are so hilarious. Oh my God. You're hilarious. You are a funny one. You would do something like that. What is wrong with her? Like, Tiffany always has to go against, like, I don't understand. Look, of course Tiffany's gonna take the opposite viewpoint and be like, I don't know how anyone can attack Robin, who Summer loves so much, trying to get like people upset at me or something. I don't know how anyone could attack Robin, who Summer loves so much. Thank you so much, Rebecca, for becoming a member to the Zixters. Hey, my wrench. Oh yeah, such a voice of reason. Yeah. If Robin did offer to take Summer's brothers, I am grateful. The boys are so deserving of hugs and loves just like this. If they are entered back into the system and can't stay where they are right now, there is a big chance they will be separated and will not stay together where they belong and need each other. Okay, but they should... Tiffany, that's if they can't stay where they're at. You literally just said, if they are entered back into the system and can't, you said can't stay where they are right now, there's a big chance they will be separated. Okay, Tiffany, you're talking about if there's a chance they can't stay where they are right now? I'm here, just upset and can't find my glasses. Thank you, Whistle. I know I saw you earlier. I said hi earlier, but I don't know if you heard me. They will separate. Okay. They aren't babies and they aren't little anymore, which makes it harder for them to be placed in a forever home. They have lost so much already. The only life they have ever known, the only mom and dad they have, and the other part of their heart, Summer. I can't begin to imagine for them what it'd be like to lose each other too. I don't think people are taking much of anything into consideration. If they don't have family, who will stand up for them and offer to take them in? Where has she been? Does she even follow this case? Does she pay attention? What do you mean? Where are they going to go? The foster parents want to adopt them and have since the beginning. She's just trying to, get people. This is one of her Tiffany's games again, because she is sitting here. They have lost so much already. Yeah, exactly. That's why. Why are you wanting them pulled out of the home they've been for 2 years that they finally are comfortable at? Why would you want them pulled out again and moved? She doesn't get it. They don't have family who will stand up for them and not offer to take them in, then who else is willing to do it? If Robin has offered to take the boys, she is doing what God would do and want us as his children do. See, she's doing Tiffany, you're not a Christian. You stop acting like you're all godly now. If Robin has offered to take the boys in, she is doing what God would do and would want us as his children do. She is doing the human thing and the most loving thing she could possibly do for Summer. Robin's love has never stopped, and she would be the perfect person for them, with so much love to give, happy and safe home for them. They deserve so much better, and if she is willing to grow them up and take on that responsibility, I support her. Always have and still do today. Those shunning Robin are not capable of making sound decisions for their own children, have lost their children, or don't even care for their own. Are you for real? Look what she has to add in. Those shunning Robin are... So Tiffany's talking shit about pretty much every freaking person right now in chat. Those shunning Robin are not capable of making sound decisions for their own children, have lost their children, or don't even care for their own. So suddenly, if we don't agree with the idea of Summer getting pulled out of her foster family and put into another home again, just so Dawn and Candace can sneak and see them, then we must not take care of our own children, or we have lost our children. Tiffany, my daughter, is here, and I have never lost my child. Ever. If that's what you're trying to say, no. That's not what happened. It's up to the state of Tennessee where they end up, and I pray it's with someone who is familiar to them and comfort to them. If you're a praying person, then pray with me. The boys deserve love. Robin is love. Keep in mind, we have zero proof Robin has offered to foster the boys. This is only rumored and is spreading like wildfire as truth. There is no substantial evidence to back up what is being said right now until then, this is how I feel. You don't ever have any substantial evidence for anything you fucking say, Tiffany, ever. So stop acting like some kind of moral authority right now. And I don't understand. This is ridiculous. But you're making sure you add in these like little subtle things here, subtle, whatever, where you say, if they are entered back in the system and can't stay where they are right now. Well, Tiffany, what if they can stay where they are right now? What if the foster family wants them, which they do? Are you still in support of them being taken out of their home that they have been finally comfortable in and pulled into another home just for, so they can try to bend the rules and sneak visits with Dawn and Candace? Are you for real? Why can't you make your opinion known without insulting people? Why do you have to say that if somebody is not for the boys being pulled out of the home and taken and put into Robbins? Why does that all of a sudden mean that you don't take care of your child or you've lost your children? Are you fucking stupid, dude? Like, are you brain dead? I'm really wondering. No, yeah, she is a child. She just does not, refuses. Tiffany refuses to go along, she wants to go against the grain to cause conflict so she can have content. Does anybody not see this pattern with her? It's fucking annoying. And she just lies. She's fake. That's why that's what I'm going against, is her lies and her purposely put, like what Benny put out, saying that he's going to be live later showing my endangerment charges. Bitch, I've never had any endangerment charges ever, but you have. I've never had any endangerment charges ever. Nice try though. So, Benny's going to try to come up with some, I don't know, who knows what kind of fake story about me and supposedly having fake endangerment charges. That's never happened. Ever. Don't you think somebody would have found that by now on me? Nice try, Benny. See, that's what I'm against. That's what I'm against, is that type of behavior, that type of real life shit they do. That's why I did what I did yesterday. I just had CPS here a week and a half ago because of Benny. He needs to stop. It needs to stop. Then we have Tiffany now, where they're teaming up together. I just would, this is going to be comical to see what kind of, and yeah, say I'm a prostitute. Yeah, he's putting me on freaking websites and shit. Like, isn't that harassment, dude? Is he dumb or what? I'll just have to send that in to the DA over there. If he wants to keep fucking around. I might just have to send that post in the DA. Just that's more proof of his harassment and the shit he likes to do. Putting up pictures of my sisters. Like, dude, come on. Like, that stuff does not bother me. But you know, you need to not be going real life. That's not cool. You're really pushing it. Really, really, really pushing it. He's pushing it for himself. He's his own worst enemy. Like, and let me tell you, my sisters are not anywhere near as nice as I am. They will call the police on you in a hot second. They are straight up bitches. Like, and I mean that in the most lovingly way ever. All three of them. So, yeah, try. They'll make you cry. Seriously, they're. I'm not even kidding. All because he wants a white knight for Skeezy Marie, right? Your daughter's laughter is so beautiful. Hey, Benny, that doesn't sound like an abused child to me. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, we're going to go over the endangerment report. Oh, you mean the endangerment report that you filed with CPS? You mean that one, Benny? Your claims of abuse? That you lied to CPS and said my daughter snuck out to meet up with a 21-year-old and gave him oral sex? Are you fucking sick? Yeah, you are. Don't answer that. We already know. He's going to be, I think he knows that he's going to be going to jail. Like, now that he has these charges, all people have to do is contact the district attorney or contact the sheriff's department and ask to file, tell them that he's harassing them and show their proof, and they'll file charges because now they have proof that he's actually is. Like, they have somebody, he now has pending harassment and stalking charges on him. So now they will take that stuff seriously as like when they weren't it before. But I have my call recorded to the detective 2 years ago. I have my reports and everything on Benny. I'm sure they would love to see that for to show a history of harassment. And how many others are there just like that out there like me? How many other people are there? Can you imagine if they all contacted the DA and all sent their reports in? You don't think they'd listen then? I don't know why he does that shit to himself. It's not very smart. All right, guys. Yeah, I wasn't even going to mention anything about his stupid post, but I just brought it up because I remember those. Because talking about how they just lie purposely, like he has to lie to get me. You know, he has to make something up or go after my looks to get me. Okay. To try to go after me. I don't have to do that with him. I have like we have a vault full of stuff on him. Like he can't hold, he has nothing. So he's having to make stuff up, and that's what both of them do. And Tiffany does that too, make stuff up. I have proof of her doing that and laughing about it. Putting out false information and laughing. Oh, I already have, Rebecca. After his freaking bullshit today, and recently. But there's several others out there just like me that have reports and show a history of harassment with him, and he just goes after people all the time. He pisses people off. I just wouldn't play around with that. Right? I have too much going on right now to worry about him, honestly. In that way, like go back and forth with him. I have too much going on to go back and forth with him. Like seriously, he doesn't have anything going on. He has nothing to lose is the thing. So that's why how he can threaten somebody like, you know, like me who has everything to lose because, you know, I have a child, I have my own place, I actually have things. Penny has nothing. And he's probably going to jail. So, of course, he's mad, taking it out on the world. They're going through all this crazy stalker stuff. Yeah. I'm used to it. All right, guys, I'm going to get off here for now. I've been on here for almost 3 hours, and I'm sure that there's going to be the internet's going to be or YouTube's going to be on fire tonight with all kinds of people putting their 2 cents in about the rumors. So I'm sure there'll be plenty to watch. And thank you guys to all who donated and supported the channel. I really appreciate that. Very much so. Yeah, see you all later, alligators. Remember Tiffany made a video a year ago accusing Vinny of moving Summer. I agree. That's the main... I know. And Tiffany, that's where you need to be thinking too, is for the boys. You're not thinking about the boys. You're trying to act like you're thinking about the boys. No, Robin's just so loving and that would be the best place. Okay, but you're unwilling to say, oh, they should be pulled out of the foster family. Is that what you're saying? They should be pulled out of that foster family? Because that's what they were trying to do, supposedly. Benny made a video in a car saying, where did this blonde hair come from? Oh. Wow. Tiffany has her crazy check and her fake check, so she's okay to sit around and be a bitch every day all day. Crazy check and fake check. All right, guys. I'll talk to you guys all later. I'll be around them streets, so ta-ta.